So, people of the interwebs, I am here to do my first and hopefully not my last video blog type thing for biology, chemistry, various science classes that I'm going to have. This particular installation is going to be about eugenics. Now, what is eugenics? Eugenics is the science of improving hereditary qualities through the control of human mating. So that means rooting out the unwanted traits by deciding who mates together. It was believed in the 1900s, early 1900s, 1900 to 1930s area. It was believed that a person's dysfunctional qualities could be bred out of them through eugenics. That it was all based in their genes. And by dysfunctional qualities, I mean either mental retardation or their behavioral qualities as well, such as alcoholism, being a criminal or a prostitute, even insanity. Basically, almost all the things that really are, what comes from growing up in hard situations or taking the wrong paths in life, not necessarily your genes. So you can kind of see how messed up this whole eugenics thing is actually about to become. The popularity came from placing the blame on the individual versus society itself and how the person grew up and what circumstances they went through. The reason eugenics became so popular is because it promised a peaceful future in a time that was engulfed by wars, World War I, World War II, right around there. Incredible hard times for America. So eugenics had two major purposes. There was a positive and a negative use. Now, the negative use was medical sterilization, and as you can imagine, sterilizing something generally means killing it. You sterilize a wound, you kill all the germs in it. So medical sterilization, getting rid of the unfit people that would be part of the United States. Now, the positive part of eugenics was promoting what they deemed as healthy people breeding together to create more healthy people. It became, slowly it became more and more popular, and then companies or organizations like the Eugenics Record Office, or ERO, the American Eugenics Society, AES, and the Race Betterment Foundation started to crop up. So now we have these major companies backing eugenics. What happened was they took the work of Mendel, who, if you don't already know, did a lot of work on genetics and looking at independent assortment and the way that genes pass from a mother and a father to the children. They took the evidence that he had come up with and used it to back their cause. However, the difference was that Mendel was talking not about personality, but he was talking about more often than not physical traits. So using Mendel's ideas and stuff, they started to make up pedigrees for all kinds of people, pretty much everyone, people from circus workers to orphans to soldiers, and they tried to work out traits such as hair color, eye color, hair texture, pigmentation, physical problems such as diseases, mental disorders, depression, personality. They tried to figure out all these things about people and figure out how to control the genes. That way they could basically breed the perfect looking person, the perfect acting person, whether or not the person followed the rules, whether they could obey orders, whether they did the right thing. if they ever broke the law, they tried to weed out all those things. So after constructing these pedigrees, what they would do is they would rate people, and they often gave the foreigners, foreign soldiers, foreign people, they often gave them horrible ratings because there was a big deal about supporting America, making America and the white man, I don't want to say white man, it sounds kind of racist, but, making white people seem dominant. They wanted to keep American dominance. That was definitely one of their big things. So everything that they put together became popular topic. All these horrendous ratings and so-called facts, they became what people viewed as facts and popular topic for Americans to discuss. They made movie ads about it when you went to the theaters, and textbooks were written about it for you to study. And one of the most famous pedigrees and studies published is titled "The Human Mental, Moral, and Physical Traits Inherited in the Same Manner as Coat Color in Guinea Pigs." Yeah, guinea pigs. They said guinea pigs. I mean, it's kind of astonishing that they would compare the behavioral and psychological traits of a human being, the most complicated mammal on the planet, to inheriting the same coat color in guinea pigs. It's one thing to say that the physical traits can be compared to that, because they can be, because coat color is a physical trait, therefore it's just like human hair color. You don't get, there's a good chance if you breed two brown guinea pigs that you're going to get a child with brown hair, or a guinea pig with brown hair, same as in humans. If you breed two, a man and a woman with brown hair, their baby will likely have brown hair. So it's just that's the first major flaw in their, research. The second major flaw is they also try to measure human personality, which isn't at all related to the genes in your body, or at least if they are, very slimly. Personality is much about being raised, circumstances that you go through as a child, or whatever hardships you go through, however you're raised. I'm sure you guys know about personality.